and welcome back to my tutorial on Explain Everything. This is the second part where we're going to talk about how you record a presentation that you've worked on. So first you're going to want to open up your Explain Everything app. So I'm going to search for it. So this is the landing page that you open whenever you open up Explain Everything. So if you've already made a presentation and you've saved it, it should show up here. So I'm going to open up this presentation that I've already made. It's about finding slope. I'm going to reposition some of this stuff. There we go. So you can see that all this stuff looks like it's written here, but what I've already actually done with this video is recorded some of it. So this is the end product of this slide. If I go to the bottom of this slide and hit the green play button, you can see where not all of it was there from the beginning. You probably won't be able to hear me talking on this video. I'll try to be. You can hear me talking a little bit, but you can see that I can talk and write at the same time, or type. You know, my handwriting's not super neat, so I can do whichever one is convenient. You can have what you want up there to start out with and what you don't. I can hit the pause button now to make it stop. So you can see that this slide has 35 seconds worth of material. I can go to my next slide and I have 2 minutes worth of stuff on this slide. So remember, this is the end product. If I hit the play button, you can see it starts out completely blank. Probably going to have some feedback there. Right, so you can see this is me teaching about slope in real time. So this is a video that students can watch. You can go to the third slide, and I have another slide going on there. So I've used the tools that we talked about in the last presentation to create this one. So some things were already there, some things weren't, and I could talk. So we'll talk about how to make our own and how to record. So this is my third slide, so let me open up a new page. If you remember, it's the button, the second one down, the one right below the hand. So I have a new slide here. So if I wanted to record something here, all I would have to do is hit the red circle at the bottom center of the screen. So I'm going to touch that, and it's recording because it's lit up now, as you can see. So as I'm talking right now, I can say hi and welcome. If I want to put in a picture, I can do that. Remind you, it's recording the screen right now. So that stuff will show up. So this is when you might want to have things already done. So you can see I'm up to 24 seconds on this slide. If I think I'm done here, then I'm just going to hit the pause button. So we can go back and play that. Right, so now you can see how that worked. Now another thing that you might want to change, your speech that you gave. So how you do that is you touch on the time box here, and you can see a timeline comes up of all of the talking and things that you did. So if I scroll across, you can see that this bottom is where I was talking, and then this top bar is when I was moving things. So you can see the heart moving as my red line goes through those things. You can see my writing. So if there's a place where you need to write over and you don't like something, then you simply have to slide to where that was, figure it out, and then you can hit record again and record over from that spot. As far as I've learned, I haven't been able to insert anything in, but I'm not saying that's not a possibility. But it is possible to write over something that you've already recorded. So once we're finished with this and we want to, save the video, we can hit the home button, and it's going to say your changes haven't been saved. Do you want to save? And so you can say yes, and you can name it whatever you want to name it. If you want to just rewrite it over the old version that you had, then you just leave the title the same and hit save. It's going to ask you if you want to overwrite, and you can say yes or no if you don't want to. And then now that is in there with the new slide that we've recorded. So very simple way to record lectures on on your iPad. Like I said, you can put in the web page. You can put in pictures. You can put in even slides that you've already created, as long as those slides are within Dropbox or some form like that. I have a couple more minutes, so I'll show you how to do that real fast. If you go to the plus sign with the page at the top, you can see it's importing a new project from certain things. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive because it's been compiled with this, and I'm going to find a slideshow that I've already done, and here's signs from flyers that I've done for teaching iPad classes. So I'm going to choose this one, and it's going to load the document. It might take a minute, hopefully not too long. And it's going to load each slide of the PowerPoint that I already made and put on Google Drive into my presentation here on Explain Everything. And whenever it's done, it'll be done in a minute, you will see that I will have just as many slides at the bottom. So this isn't even something that you necessarily have to use to write. I can say, here's my slides. I'm just going to basically play this PowerPoint and give my lecture at the same time, whether or not I actually use the interactive features and write on the presentation at the same time. So I can go to my different slides. I could be talking. You just have to remember that sometimes your slides do change when you upload them to other sites. So again, I could save this one. Yes, I'm going to save it as slides. Save. And there you go. If I want to export these, so I'm going to select this one, and I can move it to the camera roll, I can put it on YouTube, whatever I want to do with these videos so that students or anyone else can access what I've just taught using this Explain Everything app. I hope that this two-part tutorial has helped you learn a little bit about the Explain Everything app, and I hope that you are able to use the tools to make your own interactive lessons and lectures that students can watch outside of the classroom.